Welcome to another edition of Save the Minnows 39. This is Pond 1. You can see my lighting, my central light bar, 5-phase lighting. I have installed a new semi-automated water changing system. I mean, it's not totally computer controlled, but maybe someday it will be. Notice the filler line on Pond 1. It's positioned fairly high above the water level to aerate when I refill it. It's got a petcock valve. Also, there's a utility pump down here which pumps the water out at 300 gallons an hour. It takes a little less than an hour to pump out this pond. And these are my three main lines right here. It's a bundle here. There's three lines. You can't see well because it's dark in here, but they go out the window and it's very well insulated. The gray line brings the water into Pond 2. Right now I'm doing a water change and it's refilling. Pond 2 is refilling right now as I do the water change. It's got a petcock valve. This green line right here goes from a valve system over here, and it's pumped out by, you can't see well if it's dark, it's pumped out by a master utility pump. I think I'm going to turn the lights on for the sake of this video. This is my master electrical control board, my timer. Now we have some light on the subject. You can see that I have my 5-phase lighting system here, my movie screen. So now we get a better look at this, and we see the master utility pump that connects, that goes to the valve relay system. Valve system for one of my filters. I'm going to be getting a canister filter next week. And this green hose is my waste line, and it flows around here, and it's zip tied along the gray water refill line. This is what I call the master service bundle. It carries essential utility lines, electric lines, and water refill and waste lines. Everything's nice and zip tied together neatly. The life cycles of Pond 1 and Pond 2 are synchronized and parallel with each other. The life cycle is basically what I call a 3-phase life cycle. Everything I model my whole aquarium system after the 3-phase power system, because 3-phase power is so reliable. It's what all modern and countries use today. The 3 phases of life in my ponds are lighting, filtration, and aeration. The lighting and the filtration and aeration all happen at the same time periods. In this pond I also have air pumps that run non-stop to provide constant air, but I also have a 3-phase water fountain feature. I will be installing the 3rd fountain this next week. The fountains really provide aeration and good water circulation. This is the aquascaping I've done in Pond 2. This is my waterfall with my rocks. And this is the essential pottery. This is where the fish can hide out and provides them with sort of a natural habitat for seclusion and privacy. So I can actually pump the water right out my room here and refill the water. All I have to do is go outside to turn on a valve and open a petcock for Pond 1 or Pond 2. Much better than having to open up a door in the freezing cold of winter and drag hoses around that could freeze. No more hoses to drag around, no more doors to open, just totally just an automated system that I use for refilling, where I can turn one valve on outside and pump the water out with control valves here and control valves over here and a utility pump on Pond 1. Essentially, I could change the water every day if I wanted to. This pond here is a little more primitive in the sense that it has traditional gravel filters. It's just a 5-phase filter system, 5 points that are filtered equidistant like the lug nuts on a car tire. This pond here has only one filter at the moment, but I'm going to be upgrading at the end of this week to 2 canister filters. So I'll have a 3-phase filter system for Pond 2. One water softener filter, traditional water softener filter, Culligan water softener filter, combined with two 200-gallon per hour canister filters on that side of the pond. So this pond here will have 3-phase filtration. It'll have 3-phase aeration with my air pumps and a 3-phase waterfall feature. Plus I will also have another system of 3 underwater lights. Right now you see 3 underwater LED lights that are waterproof. I'll have another set of underwater lights on this side of the pond. So I'll have parallel 3-phase lighting in pond 2. What you're looking at here, if you can see it, it's very hard to see, is water redistribution bar for distilled water. There it is, the water is coming right out. And that connects to a dehumidifier which collects all the water in a 40-gallon container. Once a week, when I do water changes, I try to combine distilled water with the water from the well. So this is pond 2, and this is pond 1. Thank you for watching another edition of Save the Minnows 39. And let's get a quick look at Kevin. He's my prized koi fish. Here's another one. This fish, I believe, is Tina. She's getting used to the water change, but she'll be all right. She's probably in shock that her pond is so clean. There's Tina. Tina's a great comet fish, by the way.